Hi BookTube, this is Johnny. I thought I'd make a video even though I don't know when I'll be able to download this video. It is here in West Michigan. It is November the 14th here. It is 9:56 at night. I'm down in the lower level among all the chaos. Yeah. I came down here to first go to bed. Well, I thought I'd read for an hour, mess with my laptop, and go to bed, wake up tomorrow, and go through the day. I posted some videos this evening of our granddaughters because, as I mentioned in my last BookTube video, that our daughter Bethany, our youngest, is visiting us. Well, not only visiting us, but her husband Andy. His family lives over in Grand Rapids, which is just east of us, about 25-30 minutes from where we live. So they're going to go over there Thursday morning and spend a couple of days there. And then we meet up again at our oldest son's on Saturday for a meal. So we're looking forward to that.
Simone Weil. Simone Weil.
So I brought down my Simone Weil books. I got this in the mail yesterday. This is Simone Weil, Portrait of a Self-Exiled Jew by Thomas R. Nevin. There was a booktuber who showed his Simone Weil collection, and he mentioned this book as one he just acquired.
Simone Weil.
Simone Weil. And so I got it used from Amazon for about $6. But I already had these in my Simone Weil collection. This is by Francine Plessix Gray. She's a novelist. I have two of her novels. She is the author of Rage and Fire, Lovers and Tyrants, Soviet Women, Pulitzer Prize finalist, At Home with the Marquis de Sade. This is her little Penguin Lives by her. And then I have this by Simone Weil, A Modern Pilgrimage by Robert Coles. And then I have Utopian Pessimist, The Life and Thought of Simone Weil by David McLellan. And then I have this biography by Simone. What's I have here?
Simone Weil.
Simone Weil, A Life by Simone Petrement. So I got those out. I haven't really come across her writings, Simone Weil's writings, in thrift stores or used book sales, but I'm always looking for material by her. She has always fascinated me as a thinker, philosopher, pacifist. Some call her a Christian mystic. So I've always looked out for books about her. So that's what I was reading today. And like I mentioned, if you read my online diary, Crooked Fingers, which I refer to in my videos, it's been pretty chaotic over here at home. So I haven't really had time to sit and write or read or think. Just staying, helping Carol and being with Beth and Andy and the girls. And today our other granddaughter, Josie Joy from Grand Rapids, came over. So I had to do some yard work, rake up the leaves in the backyard, and the day just went by, and I try to write a little bit as much as I can in my paper diary and my online diaries. I take a lot of photos when our grandchildren are here and family members, and I posted those. You can see some of those in my online diary, Crooked Fingers. So I'm down in the lower level. It's just pure chaos down here. I got out the other night, The Life and Death of Andy Warhol by Victor Brooks. I was reading about him in that book, The Lonely City, by Olivia Lang. She had a whole section on Andy Warhol, so I got this out. I thought I had other books by him, but I can't, about him or by him, but I can't seem to find them. It's just a mess down here. So I'm surrounded by books. So that's all I've been reading. I have been reading my Christian books a little bit. The one on sanctification by McLellan. I read a little bit the last couple of days. Not much else. Like I said, just keeping up with the grandkids and taking photos and writing as much as I can in my paper diary and my online diaries, and reading. I read this. The first part here is a short biography, so that's what I was reading tonight. So that's about it. Like I said, there's a lot of books down here. It's amazing how many interesting books I have that just don't know when I'll get around to ever reading them. So I just wanted to make an update. I mean, this is a Tuesday night. Wednesday, our daughter will be here with her husband Andy and the kids. We have the kids all day today. Tonight, we told our daughter and her husband to go off and spend a day apart from the kids. So they're staying at a hotel downtown Holland and going out for dinner and just relaxing without the kids. Give them a little break. I remember when we were raising our 3 kids, we never had any breaks. I never really thought about it all those years that we were raising the kids. I always watched the kids when Carol was working, and when I was in school or working, Carol watched the kids. We never had daycare. We never had babysitters. We never went out. We only started going out, Carol and I, for coffee or going when the kids were in high school. And we never took out apart from the kids. I never thought about it. But Carol says that we're a different generation than the generation now. I've noticed that too, how my daughter and her husband, they raised their kids, and how differently Carol and I raised them, our daughter and our 2 sons. There's always that generation gap. And I noticed that too in BookTube world, how the books that I read, people don't read, younger people don't read. It's a different literary world. It seems young people today, that this generation is more into Marvel comics and into fantasy and science fiction and graphic novels, comic books. They're into video games. They're into cell phones, tablets, e-books, and which is not part of my book world. So it's, I just realized I am 65 years old. I'm a grandpa. I'm a papa. And I have a different literary taste than the generation that I am surrounded by in BookTube, which is fine. And plus I'm a Christian. I read Christian books. I read like books on the doctrine of sanctification, Reformation commentaries on 1 Corinthians and Hebrews, and I read books on the Holy Spirit and the Trinity and historical Jesus, but that's okay. That's part of the world of books. There are so many different kinds of books and book readers that it's incomprehensible. So I thought I'd just stop, show you my Simone Weil collection. I read her today and yesterday, and just down here in the booktube, not in the booktube, I'm down here in the lower level, which is a mess. All kinds of books to read. I got Herman Melville, Moby-Dick next to me, and Charles Bronski, The Great German War, A Nation Under Arms, 1939 to 1945, Citizens and Soldiers by Nicholas Stargardt. Just goes on. I'm just surrounded by all kinds of books. Showed you Deadwood by Pete Dexter. And I was reading a couple of months ago this biography on Samuel Pepys, The Unequaled Self by Claire Tomaine. Just goes on and on. Here's a novel I bought, never got around to reading, that Nicola Barker, Darkmans, the novel, shortlisted for the Man Booker Prize. I got so much stuff to read that it's impossible. And I keep wondering why I keep ordering books, going to thrift stores, going to used book sales. I mean, tonight I pre-ordered 2 books tonight. There's a new book coming out in April by N.T. Wright on the life of the Apostle Paul. And I pre-ordered a book called The King's City, about the life of London during Charles II and the Restoration. So yeah, it just goes on and on. Well, I suppose I'll sign off. It is now 10:10 or 10:09. I'll read some more of this, and then I'll wake up tomorrow morning and I'll face the onslaught of the grandkids again. Well, Josie Joy was picked up by Emily, our daughter-in-law. So tomorrow morning I'll just wake up to baby Jack and Louisa and Margaret. I don't know when we're going to see Andy and Beth. It's probably in the afternoon. And the day will go by. So I hope you're having a good week. I thank you for the comments. Thank you for the new subscribers, and hope all is well. Bye.